you belong with me? Do you belong?
Hi everyone, my name is Daria and Hollis Monroe is with me. And
Hollis P. Monroe. Don't forget the P.
Hollis
The
P. Monroe.
The P is important.
With me, it's with very important P. They are believers and we are discussing our topic and our podcast, something what is interesting for us, something what we like to share with you. And we hope you find interesting something for you.
Yes.
And will enjoy time with us.
Mm-hmm.
Money
Mm-hmm.
and dreams, how it's catch up together.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have money, if, for example, you're having working somewhere and you collect some money and you have big dream to be, I don't know, some to make some music production or DJ or I don't know, some painter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to spend this money to realize your dream? Or I got an interesting topic yesterday and person said, for me, for to think, I had to take all this money and just go to somewhere, go to travel. And during this traveling...
To do what? To think?
Yeah.
To think, okay.
To think how I will do this, how I will realize and what is my dream at all.
Okay.
To prove this dream and to make some plan, how I will do it in life, you know. He need to go to somewhere and travel.
Okay.
So his choice, I will take this money and go to travel.
Okay.
Your opinion? No, you have to keep all this money and invest it in your project and your dream.
If you know, did he know what his dream was?
So approximately.
How?
So like this.
Can you say what the dream was? What's he trying to, or the goal? Let's say goal. What's the goal?
No.
You can't say.
No.
Okay. But he knows what the goal is.
So it was not really clear, you know. It was a little bit smoky, like in clouds. You have to look deep. What is it exactly?
Okay, so he doesn't have the goal then.
Yeah, like a goal? No.
No.
To say, because a goal it's a dream in which you see steps how you will achieve it. You know.
Well, is that what you think?
Oh.
That's what you think?
I feel it's like it is. How you feel? Which difference?
Well, I mean, I guess I do know that people say a dream is a goal without a plan, like, and I guess in that sense, but like, I think you have to. I think the goal and the dream have the same appearance at the end. If he knows where he wants to be. At the end, does he know that? Does he know what success and whatever it is that he's trying to do, what it looks like? Does he know that?
Yeah.
He does know that.
In some points, yeah. It was not so detailed conversation. It was some a bit information. Just I remember just now.
Okay.
That's why, because it's playing to your topic.
Okay.
But dream.
Okay. Well, I mean, because the thing is you can, you know, if you. Because I'm trying to figure out like why you would spend money to think, to go somewhere to think.
You know, I got I don't know, 1 month ago. I was in a situation that I have a lot of dreams. It was something like 20.
Okay.
And it was for me a wonderful situation. I have opportunities to realize all this.
Okay, all your dreams.
All my dreams.
So you're not talking about dreams like you fell asleep and then you had dreams. You mean the dreams as in things.
Yeah, the things or something what I can do in my life, you know.
Okay.
Like to be fashion designer.
Okay.
That was my dream all my life.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to create clothes and, maybe for girls.
Okay.
It's something common.
Mm-hmm.
And I got opportunities to be there, to jump in some brand and make my own collection.
Right. And make your own collection.
My own collection.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine? So dreams like this, and but I cannot realize all. I cannot bring life and do all these dreams together. I have to choose. You need to choose. I cannot write paint collection in one hand, so play music in second, reflect something different, write books.
Okay.
It's just not possible. So it was a situation I need to choose what I need to do. In this situation, I took my money, I took my time, and I was going just what to think about. What I will do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because to know exactly where you will go, to see clear end. So it's not end.
Yeah.
Oh, sound not so
Yeah.
good. But to see what was to which point you're going. So what is in the end? What you plan to do? It's much important than to just to do something. Because what I was trying before, I will do something, and on way I will look what will come. But it's not working like this. I believe it's like this.
Interesting.
Yeah, you have to see what I like to achieve, how it's looking like.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. In the end, can I see me somewhere in New York on Fashion Week? Is it what I like to do?
Is it? I don't know.
No, it's not.
No, that's not. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was, it was very funny stuff. I dreamed almost all my life about to do it. And when I got this in my hand, I said, no.
Yeah?
I don't want it.
Really?
I was liking this dream just to have it.
Interesting. So, okay, so
funny stuff.
when you say you didn't want it, what does that mean? What you really mean? Like,
it's not interesting to do.
Oh, okay.
It's not interesting because
Okay.
it's. I realize it's a lot of job. It's a real job, hard job.
Okay.
You have to love it so much.
Yes. Okay.
Because it's.
So and you
Yeah.
know and you know that it wasn't a fear thing, right? You're not saying that like, oh my, because I mean, I talked to someone else. I went on a Tinder date.
Oh.
A couple, but this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
This was maybe like maybe a year and a half ago. And it was a very similar situation where the woman, she got an opportunity that should have been the life changer. Like she got an opportunity and then she started finding reasons why she shouldn't do it, even though this is something that she had wanted to do all her life. But she started, it would require me to move and my boyfriend can't move and stuff like that. So it wasn't anything like where, because to me, this was like the underlying thing was she was afraid.
She was afraid.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. She was afraid and she has to say, no, here it's not. And here it will be some negative reaction from boyfriend or from family or whatever. Or maybe my energy is not enough. And she was just afraid. It's a bit different.
And so you're saying
no,
weren't, okay.
I have nothing to afraid,
Okay.
I have all what I need for to do it.
Okay.
Make it real. I just realized that it was nice to have this dream, but it was in the end. It was just really how you say it. We have dream and we have goal. It was not my goal. It was my dream. It was nice to have.
Okay, but hold on. Okay.
And
now,
for all my life, I done nothing to go closer to this dream.
Oh, you didn't go. That's
No.
what I was gonna say.
It was just dream. I just thought about, it will be nice to be fashion designer.
How is that possible? How is this possible? How did you? So you went, but you had to learn something about design, right?
I'm graphic designer, but it's not about fashion, just normal graphic designer.
So, okay.
But it was not planned to use it together. So in direction of fashion designer, I was doing nothing.
You were doing nothing.
Zero.
Okay. Okay, so then
That's why I say it was a dream.
Okay. I don't even know if I would put this in the category of a dream. Like this was just something, it would be cool to, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right. So to me, this is even more different. Okay. So you got this opportunity.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how you would do it, because if you didn't have experience in, you don't have an experience in clothing design, or you.
I do it like for me, like all women's doing, maybe a bit more. Maybe I know a bit more about materials and how to produce it. Okay. And so stuff I have. Okay. But I didn't get it just for to be a fashion designer in the end. It was somehow in some different stories.
So an opportunity just fell into your lap.
Yeah.
That you put no effort into it.
Exactly. It just fell down on me.
And it was real. And it was real. Yes. It wasn't like...
Is it still real? Yeah.
Oh, it's still real.
It's still real.
Okay, player. Okay, so okay, so to me, this wasn't even... I mean, I don't know. If I'm put it in Hollis terms, I wouldn't even call this a dream. Like, sounds like it would be something interesting to do.
Yeah.
Like an interesting to think about or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because it sounds like there was no passion behind this. Like even the pursuit of it, there was no passion behind it.
Real passion that, like something that inspire you to do something. Mm-hmm. I was not inspired to do something. Right. And really nothing. I was, it's cool. Yeah. Like, for example, if you walk somewhere and you see in some supermarket something beautiful, you said, it's nice trousers. Cool. Nice but you don't need it. You will not buy it. It was just looking beautiful and you go and to do your stuff.
you get your trousers in the supermarket? Is that what I heard? You buy your pants in the supermarket?
I was just walking by.
Okay.
I saw nice trousers. Okay. And in the same moment somebody come and just give it to me. But I don't need. Never I will wear. Okay. I will put it in my, because for example, it was I saw it's unreal. It was some short. It was some strange colors and design was like it's complete bloody. Okay. Like I don't know, something happens.
Bloody?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But it was design. It's something like this. It's interesting to see, but to use on me, no.
Right. Okay.
I will right.
You don't wear bloody
something
clothes.
Like,
okay.
Something like it was looking scary for you.
All right. So I mean, okay. So then I would say then this is not dream category. Like if this was just like, it sounds like it was nothing that you were actively pursuing. You didn't feel like, I was born to do this. Yeah. Like it was like you just.
It was, it was. Feeling like this was, yeah.
Okay, come on though. Like, but if you didn't pursue it though, then you really, I mean, how could you? If you didn't pursue it, okay. So this is what you mean about dreams.
Yeah,
a dream. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have dreams. We just dream these dreams. Okay. And we have goals. When we decided, okay, right. I decided, I took decision, and I took all responsibility on me that I will make it true. Okay. Now it stopped to be dream. Now it's my goal.
Okay.
And so I go.
Now I understand what you say. Okay. Now I know what you mean when you make this distinction between dream and goal. Okay. So now, all right, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were saying that you have many. Okay, no. Then if this is if you're saying that if you're saying that you have many dreams that are like this, then I think this is a different conversation than having many goals.
Yes, there's here's so different stuff. So dreams, it's like I said, if
Yeah.
everybody have like me 1 million dreams, which he dream time to time, and
Okay.
just have it in head,
Okay.
and it will be nice.
Okay.
And something what is touching me so much, what I like to live with this. I like to do it, and of course I will do something. Not everybody will do it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. So if
Because
these
prayers.
okay, but hold on though. Hold
Yeah.
on. So if you're saying that like if you're defining these things as things that you think, oh, it would be cool to do this,
Yeah.
and there's no passion behind it, like if there's not a passion behind it, if there's not action behind it, and there's no no sense of urgency about it, right?
I think
What are you choosing between then?
No, everything is in except struggling to do it. So some action. So I have passion to everything.
Yeah, but you don't have to struggle. You don't have to struggle. Like the struggle comes at a certain point. But
Yeah.
if the actions, there has to be an action before there's a struggle, right?
Have to be some action.
Right.
If nothing happens, it stayed just dream.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So I want to hear about these goals. Like what? So
if you start with action, it starts with goal.
Yeah.
So your dream transformed to goal. It's my goal now because
Yeah.
I do something to achieve it. I go in this direction. I move my ass.
Okay.
I do what I can do for this.
Okay.
But sometimes, I meet also so interesting people. They're doing something, but without to see what is really steps to go. I just move in this direction. Like
Yeah. Right. Okay.
it also will not help, but it's better than nothing.
Right. Okay. So you're saying now, because now I'm trying to clarify in my own in my own. I'm trying to organize my own thoughts and my own understanding of what you're saying, because now in the terms of this, with this guy that you mentioned who took a trip, he needed to go on vacation
Yeah.
but this was trying to figure out a plan for a specific goal, not between multiple goals.
Yeah. For specifical.
For a specific goal.
For specifical.
Okay, so now what you were talking about is trying to decide on which
multiple dreams. What will be goal?
Yeah.
From this multiple dreams.
Yeah.
Because it was interesting to realize that some dreams, it's just dreams, and they don't need to go through, or
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Okay.
So it's nothing better than this to have some dreams.
Yeah. Okay.
If you not realize it, it means you don't want it,
Right.
and that's all.
Yeah.
Let
Yes.
it so.
Yeah, that's cool. And it's interesting to interpret it this way, because then you can relieve yourself of a lot of pain, when because then you say, oh, I want to do all these things, but I don't do anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you see it as it's just a dream, and it's okay if you don't pursue it, then it's fine, and that's one thing. Okay, I'm with you. I'm behind you 100%. Okay.
Yeah.
So now what about the goals?
Goals, in my opinion, if you set up end point. For example, I like to start with my record label. I don't know, some record studio. Or
That's what you
something
wanted
like
to
this.
do. You wanted to do this.
No.
I need one from you, a real one. Let's come
real
on. Of course, you got so many. I want to hear a real one.
Real one. I like to write a book.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
let's take this example. I like to do a lot of stuff. For example, write a book. What should I do? I see that end result is book. So it's printed. I don't know, 300,000 copies.
Of course. The first run real quick.
Yeah, exactly. And I realized which steps I need to do. So at first what I done is I read book about how to write book.
Okay.
It's interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And it's point one was written, just sit down and write your book.
Right. Yeah.
So, and next steps, I need to write. You just take your laptop, nice place or not so nice, and you do something.
Right.
And if you do something every day, minimum 10 minutes, it will bring some result.
Right.
Or okay, it's also okay if in middle of way you realize, no, maybe not.
Yeah. And
Even you invest money already. If it's click as happens, even you got these feelings, it's not this way because very often we cannot feel what is real, how we really feel about this before we stop in this way.
right.
Before we start to go, I had some projects already in my life, which I start really with passion, with I saw what is in the end, how I will, what is happens, was really so exciting, and invest money in this. And I, in middle of way, I decided, no, it's not so fascinating. It's not so interesting, and I cannot see me in this. It's nice stuff, but it's not about me, And I broke it and I stop it and start something different.
Okay.
It's much better. Then I will go till the end, invest much more money, invite people, which will also invest money, time, and so on.
Okay.
And in the end, everybody will be unhappy.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, for example, we will open a record studio and everybody will hate it. Nobody will like to do something with this.
Well, well, I don't know. I don't know if this... Well, you can't put this as an example for me because I can't imagine the idea of people hating a studio.
Yeah, but I'm different,
Okay.
But for me, a record studio, it's something, from different world for me. But if we will go this passion, I will lose it also on way.
But the thing is if my goal was to open a recording studio, I don't necessarily have to be the one working there. I can just own it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I could see that through to the end and say, you know what I mean? Like, and
but this business. That's why you can say like this.
Okay.
I don't know it. It's and I don't know more because I'm not not interested in this. That's why I don't listen. I don't know more about this. So it's already like red flag.
Yes. I don't know how far into the process do you go to. So you're saying you had a thought that you might be interested in doing this, and then you got halfway there, you invested a little bit of money, and then you decided this isn't for me,
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So how does this figure into spending money on something other than the goals to find out which goals you want to pursue?
But I think it's not working different. You have to start to go to understand if it's if it's only dream. I was making example just to dream because just to have something, somebody have cat at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a lot of dreams. Let us
Right.
be.
Okay.
So and for to feel that is it only real? Is it enough if it's just in my heart, or I like really do it in my life? And I feel that it's something what I like to do. Okay, maybe not till the end of life, but next 3-5 years, maybe 10. And you need to make the steps. You need to invest money, and you need to start. Without you will not know.
Okay, right. Okay, so then this to go back to your guy friend or whatever, right? So when he was spending this money to decide on to refine the plan, is that what he was doing? He was like, how do I go? He had an end goal, and he was like, I need to get away, go on vacation to figure out what the actual plan is.
Exactly.
Okay.
To make it clean.
Okay, so then to me, then I think if he feels like this was a worthwhile investment, then I mean, the thing is if he's actually being honest with himself that that's what he was doing it for, like, and not just saying it, you know what I mean? Because some people will say, okay, I just need to take a step back and think about it, and this is just a way to like avoid doing it, because then you can just step back indefinitely, right? You could just, or if he just wanted to justify spending, he knows he could spend this money towards the goal, but he invents a reason that this is a worthwhile investment in figuring it out, but he really just wanted to go on a vacation. So like
I imagine now.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I don't need and I can only compare myself, you know what I mean? Like I don't see myself in this situation. I wouldn't, if I take a number, if I had $2,000, right? To invest in a project, I'm not going to spend $1,500 trying to clear my head on how I should continue with, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like, now if this guy just has infinite amounts of money and he can afford to do it, this is a whole other thing. Like, but like, only he knows in his head and in his heart if he was really doing it for that reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think like this part of it is like, it starts with being honest with yourself about like, because I can tell you from my experience, when I was starting in the music, doing what I was doing for music or whatever, whenever I got money, that's where it went. It didn't go anywhere else. Like, if like when I was growing up, maybe my mom bought me clothes and stuff like this and bought me nice things that she thought that, I can't have my son out here looking crazy, like not in fashion, or like, she took care of like, keeping my social status intact or whatever. But if I was earning my own money, I wasn't spending it on clothes. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, I did buy some sneakers. Yeah, but I mean, just on a certain level, this didn't come before buying music equipment or taking a class or something like that. Like, because I knew what my goal was, you know what I mean? And so, I wouldn't mind spending money on this and it doesn't work out, or if I invest in this side of it and it's not exactly what's going to benefit me, I don't find out until later that this wasn't the way to go. This I can understand, but I mean, as far as like spending money to think about it, like I don't know about this one. I don't know about that. Like, but this is only my perspective. I just wouldn't do it that way.
Yeah, but sometimes it's also nice just to change place, to see something different, to get new feelings and new pictures in your head. Yeah. You changed from Canada to Berlin.
You're right.
Hey, come on.
But no, I mean, well, I changed from the U.S. to Canada to Berlin.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I would say that I will say that the move to Montreal was one of the only decisions that I made that didn't have my music career in mind. In my entire life, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really that was something I really just wanted to do. Moving to Montreal was something I really just wanted to do because I loved the city,
Okay.
And but it didn't really have anything to do with my music career. And actually,
what does it bring in the end to your career? Music career.
Now, in the end, it did bring many good things. I found a partner for one of the projects that really helped. Really talented, and he helped me. He played a big part in getting my career back on track. And it was our career or our project or whatever did pretty well, and it helped me get myself back on track overall. And but meaning that I'll put it to you like this, my goal was to live in Montreal. Now this is a separate goal from the music, right?
Yeah.
In order to live in Montreal, I could not buy a new pair of shoes for, let's say, the first 9 years that I lived there.
Oh my God.
So I had 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, and that was it. But it was more important to me to live in Montreal than to have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I could have stayed in, I'm basically, New York I lived in Brooklyn in between there, but if I have a goal, I'm willing to do what it takes to make that goal happen. And I wanted to live in a nice neighborhood or whatever, in Montreal or a cool neighborhood in Montreal. And it was the same with New York. I wanted to live in New York, but I wanted to live in a pretty decent neighborhood. When it looked like I was going to have to move and I wasn't finding anything in the areas that I wanted to live in, it was time to go. You know what I mean? And so my point being that I was very, very poor in Montreal. Things were not at the best point for me. I struggled a lot, and I couldn't really, I didn't have the proper visas and all of this different kind of stuff to work the way that I would have liked to. And so that's what I mean.
So it's all the time compromise. You make a deal with yourself. For example, I had same experience in St. Petersburg. I was living with very, very small flat. It was just box. It was really small, but I decided, okay, it was my flat. It's very small. It's a tiny, tiny flat, but it was I don't need to pay rent for this. I need to pay only for electricity and so on. But this money which I save, I can do what I want. I can travel.
Yeah.
My goal was not to live, not to stay in this flat. Travel around world to see something, to have some emotional balance, and it was also my deal. Okay, small flat. It was not all the time comfortable. If your flat is very small.
But
it's my deal. It's my compromise.
The thing is and this compromise is so easy when you know what the goal is. That's the whole point. When you don't know what the goal is, your job is shitty. Your shitty job is actually shitty. When you don't know why you're doing it, or if you don't see a purpose behind it, then it's all gonna suck. You know what I mean? And if you don't if you have a reason for doing it, like I interned, like I was doing jobs that teenagers should have done. You know what I mean? It's like, but I knew I had a purpose and a reason for doing it. I interned at a record label there and in a publishing company. And, you know, at a time when I didn't have any, like I couldn't in the in the short term, I really couldn't afford to be working for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but in the long term, it was the right move or potentially the right move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I know.
And so for me, all of this, it didn't, and it never bothered me. I never went there and was like, oh, they're not paying me and I'm doing it. No, like I know why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, you know, that's why I wouldn't need to take a vacation to think, you know what I mean? Cause or to figure it out. I go in the bathroom and close the door and that's the vacation. That's how I get away from whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's so that you can.
Now I imagine how you lay in bathtub and palms around.
Yes, like candles.
And music, yeah, candles. Yeah, close the eyes.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
Hawaii.
Yes. But you know, that's what I mean. It's like, you know.
So what you like to say, if you do nothing, just you don't want to do something, you don't have goal, you don't want to realize your dreams, to bring it true and to bring it alive. And if you like to do something, really, you love your dream so much that it is your goal, you will do all possible. It will be don't matter what is your job. It will be not matter how expensive your clothes or how beautiful is it or how old or so on.
Right.
And yeah, I'm agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm agree. I have sneakers. They are 10 years old.
Yeah. And I mean, and the thing is like, if you look at pretty much everyone's success story, like if I had $1 for every interview where I saw the person was like, I was living in my car, like I couldn't see my children, like everyone had given up on me, I was, you know, and then I finally got that call, you know what I mean? Because they were like, they believed in what they were trying to do so much that they're like, I'm gonna live in my car. Like that's what I did. You know what I mean?
They're successful.
Yeah. But you know, we then turn around and look at every successful person and say, oh, you know, they got it so easy. They just had the right people around them and they did it. You know what I mean? And so that's what I mean. I think
you know, I know one story. I know one guy. What he was trying, actually, it's my ex-husband. But I find it's wonderful. He started with one business. He invested all money what he have in this business. He was living in an office. He was without money to rent a flat. You know, he was living in an office on some piece of something. I know. I don't know some. He was calculate exactly how much time and day he can eat.
Wow.
All money what he have, he stuck in business.
Yeah.
And in some point, this business crashed. And he take so much money how he can take from this business for to start new business. And again, same story. It's all life. It's real fight. And person, no, I see what is the end. I see he's fall down, stand up, and go again. Fall down, stand up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really, you have to be really tough person.
Yeah.
And to have success and
Yeah.
It's
And
all the way it's not working.
Yes. And it's
Fall down, stand up, and again, fall down,
You know?
stand up.
Yeah. But the thing is if you're not that person, then you should accept that you're not that person.
That's true.
Because you
That's
can also be happy not doing that.
Yeah.
You could say, hey, I don't want to have this risk or like go through all this hardship. I just want to have a normal job and work and have enough to survive, and I'm happy like that. You can be happy like that. The thing is that's what you have to decide. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that you want these things and not be willing to do what it takes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not doing.
Yeah, because then you won't be happy. You won't be happy. If you think it works a different way, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I thought about this normal work, normal job from morning till evening, 5 times a day and so on. And oh my God, whatever, but not this, not this. From other side, why not? I come to job, I signed contract, I got my salary every month, I don't know, first or second. And I need just to do my job right, and I'm free.
Yeah.
I can left in 6 o'clock. I left my office and I can forget it.
Yes.
And do my stuff.
Yes.
It's also very nice.
Yes.
If your priority, German words, it's coming. That's when you speak 3 languages same moment. If your priority is not job, if your priority, your baby, it's real kids, for example. For example, I'm mama, and it was some time of my life when I said no. Now my priority is my son because he need me. I cannot return time and give it, so rotten fast time, my love and time and everything.
Right.
And I was working in some normal office. In 6 and 5 o'clock. I was ready. I was going home. I spent my evening with my son, and I was complete with my son. It's wonderful. It's wonderful that we have opportunities to choose what we like to do in this life.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. And that's the main thing. You have to choose it.
Yeah.
You have to accept, choose, and if it's something like you understand what your priority is, and you know that once again, you know why you're doing what you're doing, and then you won't be unhappy. If you know why you're doing it, then you can't be, Now the thing is, if you don't know why you're doing it and you don't like what you're doing,
nice combination.
now you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why if you just want a normal job, you should at least try to find something that you like, or find something that you don't like that makes enough money for you to do the things that you do like. Because I feel like this was the situation with my mom. My mom just likes, or at least used to like, she just likes buying stuff. You know what I mean? And somehow she feels happy, at least temporarily, spending some money on some stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And my mom worked so hard. Like my mom worked really, really hard. Like she would work these like double shifts or whatever. So she would be at her job sometimes for like 16 hours straight.
Oh my God.
But she had no problem doing it. She didn't hate the job, and she definitely liked the money she was making. So
you have to deal with yourself.
Yeah.
How to do it.
Yeah. So now I wouldn't have chosen this.
Yeah.
But for her, this is, as far as I know, she was very happy at these times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, but you can't work a shitty job with no goal in mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something, because then it would be very difficult to be happy.
Yeah. So you have to dream. You have to set a goal. You have to do something.
Yeah.
Move your ass.
or just be happy not doing anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't be jealous of other people.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
be jealous about other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do your stuff. It's your stuff. It's nobody else responsible about your life and how you live your life.
Yeah.
if you don't like to work, you can see in Germany. But in Germany, we have this opportunities. I don't know about other countries. Maybe in French, it's same. You got some support from government. You can live with this. And a lot of people use it. I think it's wonderful. A lot of people claim about this because it's not enough. Hey, Leute, you have opportunities to have it. For example, you got this support, social support, and this time you write book or music or paint. It's biggest step in your career, what you can do to realize your dream, because time it's most important and most expensive stuff what they have. So
that's what I mean. And once again, it's always going to come down to as long as you got the goal, because if the government is supporting you and it gives you an opportunity to realize your, you know what I mean? What's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, So respect everything what we have. Exactly. What is life is giving. And move on. So I think this is a good place to stop, right?
It's wonderful.
So it was very nice talking to you as always. And I hope everyone enjoys the conversation that we had. I am once again Hollis P. Monroe. This is Daria.
And if you have any question, if you have new topics for us, what you like we discuss, or just give you an answer, or our position, how we think about, feel about,
what we believe.
Feel free to write Facebook, Instagram to me or the Hollis.
All right.
Hollis with important P.
P Monroe. Yes. All right.
And see you next time.
Ciao.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
You belong with